can we do this later? I have to record an episode of the DACATTV AI podcast.
You make AI flop? Get him!
After him!
Whoa, hey, guys, come on!
Don't let him get away!
Welcome to the DACATTV AI Creator Podcast. I'm your host, Russell Corey, and you're free to email me, russellcorey@DACAT.tv. Send me questions, comments, ideas for shows. But if you're an AI creator or you want to be an AI creator and you have a YouTube channel, send us a link to a video you've created that you want featured. We don't pay you, you don't pay us. We're just trying to build a network of AI creators under the DACATTV brand.
Are you an AI creator but aren't sure what to do with your skills? Are you tired of people dismissing your creations as just AI slop?
Do you feel shut out of legacy media as a creator because of industry gatekeepers? DACATTV is your new home. Welcome home.
All right, welcome to the DACATTV podcast. I'm your host, Russell Corey, and the format of this podcast really very, very casual. I used to do an audio podcast, and I liked it because I could just talk on my iPhone and record it, and I didn't have to set up cameras or go on camera. I work full time, so I don't have a lot of time. So I just wanted to start a podcast format for YouTube where I could just come on and, talk about this amazing time period we are in with AI creation. And we wanted to create a home with DACATTV for AI creators, really all creators. Everybody is welcome. But as an AI creator myself, I feel the tension from people who create, without AI. And they look at AI kind of sideways, like you guys are just stealing everything off the internet. You're cheaters, it's slop. And I wanted to make sure there was a space where AI creators felt welcome. And I hope you, subscribe to this channel and keep coming back. I'm going to try to, do this as much as I can. I'd love to do a podcast every day just to touch base. But I'll tell you a few things I don't do. It's not going to be, a lot of times you see these AI podcasts and you got one guy set up in front of all his computer monitors. It's very slick and he's got all his little edits in to try and keep your attention span. I'm not going to play that. I'm just going to talk to you. And it's not really about technology or the newest app or the newest prompts. I'm into big ideas. And the biggest tool, I tell this to people when I talk about AI, the biggest tool in AI is the user's imagination. That these tools are so amazing, they can do wonderful, wonderful things. But it's up to your imagination to put them to work. And the big idea behind the DACAT is it stands for Decentralized Animation, Comics, and Television. And if you don't know what decentralization is, I learned it from the world of investing and meme culture, that you form a group and there isn't really one person in charge. You as a group determine things. You're decentralized. There's no headquarters. There's no home office. That you come together as a group of people with a vested interest in something and you work together to build that. And there's so many opportunities now in animation, comics, and television that can use these AI tools. And I know there's some resistance, and I want to talk about this initially. There's going to be a big battle in the next coming years where people say AI is taking jobs. AI is going to take the jobs away from people. And I say, what jobs? I know Justine Bateman talked about this, about trying to save acting jobs. Unemployed actors are the biggest cliche there is. It's very hard to get work as a professional actor. Now, imagine this. Imagine if you were an actor and people knew who you were, but you just weren't being cast anymore. There is value in the recognition people have in you. Now, you can't go around the world and be in everybody's little short film. That's just not practical, and they really don't have the money to pay you a full salary, your flight, your hotel, and all that to have you act in their little, YouTube, skit. But what if there was an AI of you and they could have your AI actor self be in their little film? Now, on Sora, I have an AI, and I actually like using my AI better than I like using myself, because my AI, as you've seen in some of the examples I said, can do almost anything and is very natural, and it's pretty cool. It's fun to have an AI. Now, is it dangerous? Are there issues? You bet. You absolutely have some issues that we're going to have to deal with. But I don't see us going backward. That there's an opportunity for actors to be what iTunes was to musicians. A lot of people thought when Apple launched iTunes and all these songs were just 99 cents that, it was going to be the end of the music industry. In fact, what it was a new beginning almost, that it changed things. Because before that, people were just stealing, music. And now there was a way to, pay these artists. And it was a way for artists to distribute their music. And digitally distributing their music, I think, has been a real game changer. It used to be you had to physically ship all these vinyl records and audio cassettes all over the world. And now all of a sudden you can just download, a song for 99 cents. And now they just have like the Apple Music. And again, I know there's issues, but there were opportunities with this revolution. I think the same thing can happen with actors. And then you also talk about the jobs of the writers, the directors, the editors, all the people that are working in Hollywood that have these jobs. And, again, bad news, as someone who wanted to make films all my life, I didn't have the capital on my own to go out and make a film. And unfortunately, I never got my break as a writer, director to have a career making films. But all of a sudden, once the AI revolution happened, all of a sudden I could make films, these videos. And it was amazing to have these tools. And I'm sorry, but I'm not giving it up. So for all the people who want to cry about the jobs that are going to get lost now, where are the tears for me when I tried to break into the industry and couldn't get in? That there wasn't enough opportunities. Why? Because the film industry, making films and television, it was so expensive. They could not afford to give everybody an opportunity because these movies and TV shows cost millions of dollars. Well, now the cost of making this visual media has gone way, way, way down. It's funny. I tell people, again, one of the amazing things about AI is everybody talks about how expensive everything is right now. But look at AI. Look at the cost of generating visual material. Amazing that you can make these kind of things for, a couple $100 a month at the most for an AI subscription, $100. And a lot of them have free services. So if it's not something you're going to do full time and you just want to dabble in it, there are some free services out there to make AI content. So when we talk about these jobs, it's not your job that they're worried about. It's the jobs of the people who got these opportunities that now see, the tide is changing. That there's going to be opportunities for people who didn't get opportunities before, kind of a second chance Hollywood. And that's what DACAT, TV is about. It's about creating a space where people have these opportunities. And as people start to use these tools, you might have seen it in the opening credits, all these little pieces floating around, and then they all kind of come together to form DACAT. Well, those little pieces all floating around, those are all these AI creators out there trying to all make it on their own. And, whether you're just making slop right now, whether you're, thinking, hey, I can bring my project to life, or I'm going to do something game-changing, or maybe you're making fan fiction for, Marvel or Star Wars, really what you need to do is find a network, find a community that you can build with, because there's a lot of good in building within a network and getting that support, especially with AI. And you're going to get a lot of opposition. People say, well, you're just making slop and you're stealing things off the internet. And that's what DACAT is all about. It's about bringing people together. Every once in a while, there are just revolutions in technology, whether it was the personal computer back in the late 70s, early 80s, and you had Apple and Microsoft come out of that. You have the revolution of the internet, and you had Google, eBay, these big companies that come out, Amazon. Then you had, the social media, Facebook and Twitter. Then you had, the iPhone, and all these different things come around, and there's opportunities that are created. And now we're in this AI age, and there's going to be opportunities created. Now, I can't go out and start an AI company that like OpenAI or something. But what we can do is we can form our own little pocket of creators, and that's what we're doing. And the first step of that is just please subscribe to this channel, leave some comments, and start building this community. And that's the first step. Just subscribe. And once you do that, that's your first step. If you're really brave, go to the website and check out DACAT.tv. And there is a DACAT creator program, and you can click on that and learn what it means to be a part of it. And then if you really are brave, you can join the DACAT creator program Telegram group. And that's really how we communicate. In the investment world, we would form these Telegram groups, and people can communicate that. We can talk to each other, leave posts. We can share videos, share links, and it's a great way. Telegram's a great app, if you haven't used it, to communicate as a decentralized group. So think about this. YouTube came out about 20 years ago. And when it came out, it's kind of like this period that we're going through right now, where this sort of it was just chaos and garbage that was being uploaded to it. But over those 20 years, brands were built and people became billionaires from YouTube and other opportunities in building their brands. The same opportunities are going to happen with AI. So, instead of just creating this slop, remember when kids would first sit down at a typewriter, they didn't start writing Moby Dick. They would just go bang, 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 and click, 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 and they would just make the keys, type on it as fast as they can. And we're kind of in that stage right now where everybody is just kind of making this slop and seeing if anything goes viral or hits. But it's in the end, it's not going to be that productive. That we want to start is a group. We want to help each other build franchises and build brands. Now, the DACAT brand is decentralized. We all kind of build under that umbrella. We're there to help you set up your own brand, your own characters, your own story universe. And so that's the big thing. Stop creating slop and come in and join the DACAT program and then start building something real. So if you have any questions, any comments, you're free to send me an email. It's russellcorey@DACAT.tv, RussellCorey@DACAT.tv. And let's get started building this amazing future together. Thanks for listening to this first podcast, and I hope I have more. Like I said, my goal is, once a day, but hopefully every other day. But it's just going to be kind of an informal format for now. Just something easy. I will do more detailed, more involved videos later. But for now, I really just want something where, we can build a relationship and build this network. And I want you to know, hey, we're here for you as a creator, and you're welcome here. Whether you're an AI creator, natural creator, a little bit of both, please join the DACAT community and let's start building this together. Thanks for listening, everybody.